Hey beautiful people, this is me, Yelli Créations, coming at you with another message. I know you're taking care of your minds, your hearts, and your entire being. That being said, tonight it's about Yelli Créations. So I don't know if y'all been listening in, y'all been tapping into my Patreon, Patreon family. What's up? What's going on, beautiful people? I see y'all. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your support. 888 goes a long way, right? So, on my channel, I started a painting. I think I'm on my fourth painting. And on this canvas, I started off with a full background that was totally pink, right? And then I started integrating some green. Now the meaning of those two colors, right? We discussed a little bit about it in the Patreon family, was that pink and green are colors that are associated with the heart chakra, right? So the pink color is the combination of white and red. White being a symbolic representation of purity, and then red being a representation of, fiery energy, passion, love, innocence, innocence, purity, and just that raw, innate, fiery energy that we all possess, right? So when you combine the two, which is purity and innocence and newness, with the color red, right? The two colors, when you combine them, it comes to what? To this beautiful pinkish color, which is a representative of what? Evolution, of femininity, of nurturing, of accepting that we are both purity and we are both fiery, passionate energy. So that was how I started, by laying the foundation for this canvas. And then I moved in the other segment, where I started playing with some green. Now the reason why people, I don't really know the reason why behind, people choose the pinkish color or the greenish color to associate with the heart chakra. But I just know that in times that we are in, you need to balance out the divine feminine. So the feminine aspect of yourself, that is a combination of, again, the white and the red. And then the masculine energy, which is the green color. Now, why do I say it's more so green color, or it's more so masculine? The green color is more associated with green color. Is because green makes me think of, structure, right? When we look at nature, there's a whole structure, because nature is very feminine, but it's also masculine, right? So when we look at nature, there are cycles, there's an order, there's effort being put into it. When you work crops, you just don't plant the seeds and you let it go, right? You need to make sure that you're surveilling the crops, that you're watering the crops, that that you are controlling the crops so that it doesn't get eaten by other insects. So it's masculine, it's very feminine in nature, but it's also masculine. I feel that the masculine side, or this greenish color that is represented through the heart chakra, represents the other side of our heart chakra, which is our masculine side, which is more oriented towards action, towards strategies, towards discipline, towards repetition and practice, so that you can come into this beautiful harvesting of your crops, right? Now, when you combine those two colors, or those two opposites, right? One being pink and the other being green, you can come up to this realization that I'm going to share with you in just a minute. But I just wanted to, first of all, this is Yelli Créations, and so we talk about art, but we also add the symbology behind it. We also go into the variety of what color represents what in terms of emotions, what color can speak to your soul, what color should you embody, should you wake up in the morning and feel whatever you're feeling, right? So sometimes when we wake up in the morning, we are, I want to say, maybe we are inclined to wear certain colors, or maybe we're just not. But if we are paying attention to the type of color we choose, we might want to ask the deeper layers as to the type of, maybe emotional pattern or the type of energies that we are attracting in our environment. So that's just a little heads up, right? Something that you can reflect upon waking up in the morning, what type of color you want to be vibrant on, and then go Google what does that color mean for you, okay? Or just allow for yourself to be in that reflection, meditative state so that you can come to the conclusion of what does that color represent for you, okay? Because it can represent something for me, and then blue can, or the color, whatever color you choose to associate with, can have a different meaning for you at that time period that you choose to wear it, or that you choose to associate it, that you choose to associate with. Okay, so I'm going to show you, it's not quite done, right? And so I'm going to show you the painting, and then I'm going to cut it off, and I'll invite you to come over to my Patreon so we can have this discussion of, what transpires out of this beautiful canvas, and, what are the colors that we are using, what are the palettes, what are the mixing colors that we are using. And we're going to obviously dive into a little bit of symbology, a bit of subliminal, a bit of, discerning the energies as well, because that's what I do. So in all things that we do, there are underlying energies that we need to discern, right? That's how we sharp our intuition. And that's how we can better discern when energies are in your environment. Which one do you associate with? Which one are yours? Which one are not yours? So that you can, have a sense of flow through your vibe or through your just everyday living. Okay. So I'm just going to I'm going to turn in the camera. I'm going to show you what I've been up to. There you go. There you go. Okay. So obviously I like to paint. I've been painting landscapes. Okay. I've been painting landscapes. So as you can see, there are, there's still some pink, underlying pink over here. There are a lot of blues. There are a lot of violet that I added in there. And there are some pinkish again. There's some orange. There's a bit of white in there. I try not to put in too much white because apparently it does not blend well, or it does not, allow for the color to pop really. So, yeah, that's where we at. And I feel like, there are some things here that I wanted to add, maybe in the skies. Let's see what we're going to do. Okay. So that being said, I strongly invite you to come over to my Patreon and contribute with a beautiful 888 investment so that you can have access to the beautiful teachings that I share, the beautiful informations that I share, right? Available to you. Okay. That being said, do take care of your mind, your heart, and your entire being. And I'll catch you on the other side. Peace.